Happy Dabble 3 release day, everybody. Hey, Brooke.
Hi, how are you this morning, Hank?
I am half caffeinated so far.
I still need to make you a new cup.
Okay, so I used this Christmas mug because a dear friend of mine gave it to me this past Christmas, but I use it because it holds 2 cups worth of coffee from my Keurig maker, and I can make it double the coffee with 1 cup. It's not the most convenient cup. It's not the most attractive cup, but it is the most caffeinated cup that I have.
Yeah, I'm gonna fix that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna figure out a way to put your face on the side of ceramic mug and ship it to you.
Ooh, just the big dabble feather would be enough.
Oh, that would be cool. I could make some of those.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So I've been awake since like 5 this morning. I woke up like in eager anticipation. I couldn't sleep any longer. And yeah, we've got folks joining us in the live chat for some reason. I don't know what could possibly be going on this morning that everybody's excited about. But huh?
Yeah. I mean, is there something happening this morning?
I I don't know. I don't know. We'll open dabble in a little bit and see. So today's the big day, and I'm super excited. I mean, we're being coy and joking, but everybody knows that today is the day for Dabble 3, and those of us who have been testing it and working in the background, there's so many exciting things to be excited about for Dabble 3. So many new features, so many new redesigns, and it's amazing. So those of you who have gotten a sneak peek, either you're a beta tester or you've seen some of the little glimpses that we've given you on some live streams, this is going to be an incredible thing. So, super excited to see what everybody thinks, and to not only that, I mean, we're excited for all the polish and the new bells and whistles and all that, but I'm really excited to see how how this increases your productivity, helps you think differently about writing stories and about planning stories and about the whole creative process, because Dabble 3 has so many new uh, features, but we've really streamlined the way that you think about stories. So Dabble should be the place that you go to when you have an idea, and you stay there until you have a finished draft. And not only a finished draft, but a draft that you can share with beta readers and your editor. And Dabble is the place where you live now in your creativity. So excited to see. I'm so excited to get feedback from people on how they are using the new features and how it is. Because we envision things, but then when it gets in the hands of the people, that's when exciting stuff happens.
Well, and I feel like I'm the newbie that came in. Like I don't try, like, even my title that I add here is the clueless aspiring writer. But I think I kind of came in at the tail end of this, and it's been nice just to kind of see the transformation from where it was, where it's going, just all of the features that we're doing. And also, I don't know, we might get in trouble for teasing. Yeah. Clueless. That's me. But I also think that something that's been really nice for me to see is how we actually took the feedback from our users. We're not one of these platforms where it's like, oh, this would be cool. This would be a nice to have. No, it was like legitimately from the feedback we've gotten. Our team is full of writers, so it's the stuff that they see. And the part that I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble for teasing is that we're not done. we're not done. And we're never done. And I think the other piece, and I hope you guys can kind of um pick up what I'm laying down, is that it's not going to be another couple years for the next launch or for the next batch of features. So we have really, it's been wonderful to see from like leadership, is we already have plans. I can't tell you the plans. They're extremely exciting, but we already have plans. So I'm so excited to hear what everybody thinks, because we are down to the 1 minute mark. So Hank, I know you're gonna share your screen.
I want to just share one thing real quick. You mentioned how we take our users' feedback seriously. We use the site feature upvote, where new features that we're rolling out in Dabble come from suggestions from our users. So if you have a feature you would like to see, post it there. And when we start thinking about what new features are coming in the next release, those are things that we look for. What are people actually asking for? And so yes, we seriously take your feedback. And it's 8:00. Look here. Let's see. So everyone is familiar with Dabble 2.5, and the old faithful that we've all been writing in here is my home screen. Here. I've got a green arrow. The updates. Anytime that you see the green arrow here at the top right, that means there's an update, and this may just be an update that Ryan rolled out last night. So it's loading there. Are you getting any communication on the back end there, Brooke?
Let me bother Mr. Ryan. He literally, so you guys, just so you guys understand and see a little bit of the culture behind the scenes, he just sent me a message. He goes, "Oh yeah, we're going live right now. Probably should get to that." Yeah, Brian.
Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny. And we were warned last week that it could be a page refresh. It could be a log out and log back in. So we're live. We're going to walk through this with you guys. So whatever our experience is the experience that
he said he is deploying at this exact moment.
Can you feel the excitement? Can you feel the palpitation?
Okay, so it's saying it will take a few moments to propagate.
All right. So in the chat, tell us what your favorite new feature. We've been rolling out a week of feature videos. Doug did these fantastic feature walkthrough videos all week. Abby and I did a whole series of social media videos where we highlighted certain aspects that kind of tagged along with Doug's videos. What are you most excited about? I'll tell you, it's a superficial thing, I know, and I'm that guy. My favorite feature that sold me on Dabble in the very beginning was the fact that when you started typing, the whole interface faded away, and it's just you and your words. And when I first saw that, I knew I was a lifelong Dabble user. All of these other amazing, features I absolutely love, but that's the thing that let me know that this was my writing home. Well, kind of similarly to that, when Ryan rolled out the new themes a couple of weeks ago, just kind of on a whim, and I don't know if it was kind of a joke to him, but we were kind of talking about things as we do, in our Slack channel, and Ryan's like, "Oh yeah, here I could do that." Bam, dark lilac is now a thing. And that I love that so much. And one thing that I've figured out pretty quickly is I have two books that I'm working on kind of simultaneously. One is an epic fantasy, and one is a literary fiction.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm able to change the theme of my epic fantasy to dark lilac, and then my literary fiction is the sepia tone. And so when I switch into each project, it looks different, and it's kind of set up for that specific vibe that I'm
Mm-hmm.
feeling. When I switch into that, my brain automatically switches gears, and it's a subtle thing, but I love it so much.
Yeah,
It's one of
I'm a
those little quality of life things.
exactly. Well, and I think you're touching on something that if I could summarize, and there, I know there's so much to it, but if I could summarize it down to what I would like, what 3.0 is,
Mhm.
I really believe, and I think it is to customize your workspace to the way you work or the way you write. I think you could also add like a sub bullet of productivity to it. With like the changes to the plot grid and the different pieces there. But I really, really believe that like I'm a Pink fan, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But I really think it allows writers to customize and to work the way that they want to and
Yes.
sets them up for success.
Yes.
So I really, really, really think that people are going to be a lot more successful. It's amazing that with just little changes here and there, how much you can achieve.
Right.
So I'm really excited. Yeah, Jacob, we just got an update. Jacob's running a little bit late. So if you guys don't know what the names I'm mentioning, Jacob is our owner. Oh, Douglas is here. We got to behave now. Um, Jacob is our owner. Ryan is our lead developer. So these are just some of the names that you'll hear us mention um, as we're just kind of talking through everything. Yeah, Doug is being your guys' cheerleader and telling Jacob that, hey, you guys are hungry. You are waiting. So
Yes. Yes.
we are waiting. So Cat, just a little bit. They are deploying. Here I got an update from Ryan. So if you guys see me looking over here, I told you guys, or I told Ryan that he's getting called out in the chat. Um, a bunch. You better. Life. Haha, just kidding. Okay, there we go.
So excited.
Yes.
Um, the another great feature is the redesigned plot grid, and
Yeah.
I have joked for years that I use the plot grid wrong, um, and that's a joke because there's no wrong way to use the plot grid. But most of the time when I use the plot grid, it's after I've written my first draft, and I use it to kind of map out what I have written, so that I can kind of see the shape of my novel and compare it to my original notes. And with the new plot grid redesigns, my epic fantasy that I'm writing, I actually have a plot grid with 5 columns, and which is so wild for me. But it really helped me to visualize the shape of my story ahead of time. Now, I will say, with my literary fiction novel that I'm writing at the same time with my epic fantasy, I didn't plot it out because it's very character driven and it's kind of a 1 column plot grid kind of thing. But that's okay because that's the difference in the kinds of novels that you write. Some things call for certain tools, and some things call for different tools, and it's just you know we're when what's the old saying? When the only tool you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail.
Yep.
Well, that's the thing about writing is that everything doesn't have to look like a nail. You can choose the tools that are appropriate for that particular project that you're working on. I'm not doing a good job of keeping up with the comments. I
Douglas is.
Come on, Ryan.
Yes.
Ryan's really getting it in the chat.
I told him. So I keep on kicking I have my sandals underneath my desk and I keep on kicking them. So let me move those for a second. But yeah, so Doug mentions something that's pretty cool that is brand new. Yeah, I will let Ryan know. Is that we can now share your transcripts or your manuscripts with beta readers.
Oh, yes. Massive feature. One we've been talking about for quite a while, by the way.
Yes. And so one of the things, so what I'll tell you guys this. We actually showed this. We showed 3.0 to editors, to book coaches, to who else was there was quite a few people.
Editors, book coaches, we had some representatives from publishing houses.
Yep.
There.
Yeah. So, but we showed them 3.0 and we showed them the editing feature on it, and they absolutely loved it. Oh, okay, guys. There's Ryan.
Oh,
there's Ryan. He is in the chat. I think he was.
Let's see.
Doubtful.
He said, refresh already.
Yes.
There's a refresh.
But they saw the 3.0, the new platform, and they saw everything that was going on, and they absolutely loved it because for them, we created a UX that allowed them to comment and to do everything. But it worked for them. So like that way they could comment something, think through it, but like you wouldn't see it until they were done. So there wasn't any of that kind of confusion. Hank, Ryan saying click the update action.
Okay, I don't have an update action in the app. Does this require a log out and log back in?
Okay, yeah. So Hank, I would do a log out and log back in.
Yeah. Whoop.
There it is.
Boom. Dabble 3. I just had to refresh a couple of times. My browser was being a little slow for some reason. Look at it all populating my new stuff. And this is something to be aware. I have a lot of projects in my Dabble. As you can see, 102, 105, 106. It may take a minute to build all of your stuff to the new. So just be patient for just a minute. So yeah, it's populating all of my stuff, and you see syncing. Yeah. So be patient. Give it a few minutes. Let it download all of your projects and the things that you're working on. So pretty. Now I'm assuming that that everyone watching is probably flipping their browser over to do the same thing to theirs, because I would, even with me.
So here is a question.
Yeah.
Louisa is saying, will you be able to see your total word count for the year? I'd love to be able to have this.
Word count for the year. I don't know the answer to that off the top of my head. Ryan, if you're still in the chat, do you have an answer to that? I don't recall word count for the year being an option, but I'm happy to be corrected. Ryan, so funny.
So NJ is getting a warning when I go to log out saying all my stories are synced. So stuff will be lost if I log out and log back in. Ryan, can you see the comments? All right, I'm glad you can highlight comments. I can't, it's not working for me. So, Hank, can you highlight the NJ West, the one at 813 for Ryan?
The not synced.
It says saying all my stories are not. It's supposed to so stuff will be lost.
Here we go. Getting warning when I go to log out, say not all my stories are synced, so stuff will be lost if I get out and back in. What do I do? Yeah, Ryan, what does NJ do? That sounded big more aggressive than I'm too about It's still early in the morning for us, Ryan.
Yep.
I know it's like mid-afternoon for you.
NJ, are you seeing the 3.0 or the old Dabble? When you
Old
get the
Dabble.
Old Dabble.
And then Ryan says, when do you get the warning?
Tiff, if you want to just keep on refreshing, that's what Hank had to do, and it finally just kind of popped up.
Yeah. NJ said I was hitting the log out and warning pops up. So I'm assuming logging out of 2.5, the old Dabble, I'm assuming. Ryan says should be fine to just click OK. It will have synced in the background.
Okay, so we're seeing. Okay, so the TW it logged out. Elsie is saying it reverted back to old profile settings and making me validate my email. So yeah, there's just like little things like this that are typical, I would say, for any kind of update.
Yeah.
They can be kind of annoying, but it's I don't want to say it is what it is, but if there are any issues, we'll be happy to kind of hop on and resolve them.
Look at this fantastic pop-up. This is the first time I've seen it. You've been upgraded.
That's
rebuilt
so
Dabble
cool.
from the ground up faster, calmer, and more delightful to write in. Every word you've written is right here waiting for you. A beautifully redesigned writing experience. Real-time sync and backups across all your devices. New plotting, notes, and collaboration tools. I'm not going to clear that message. Just leave that up for a minute. Flip back.
Yep.
You know, so much fun. And then,
Angel, I don't think you're not going to have to log out. I know that's what we told Hank to do, but he didn't.
Yeah, I actually never made it before.
Yes, he just refreshed.
Yeah.
So
if you keep refreshing and it doesn't work, log out, log back in. I don't think it can hurt to do that. And Ryan just said close the welcome and click the update. Okay. Let's see.
And then Hank, it says, does this version have family trees?
Family trees as in like in character profiles?
Yes, as in character profile family trees.
I don't believe we have family trees, but we do have in your character profiles, you can do very detailed character profiles, and they're under your main characters or supporting characters, you can you can arrange those any way that makes sense to you and helps you to keep this organized. Not a family tree per se, but there's nothing stopping you from arranging your character sheets the way you want to.
Oh, Alicia's in here too. So another one of our developers are in here too to help answer questions. So Madalena is also Alicia, and so she is on the Dabble team as well.
Yeah, Ryan said you can create the cast of characters. And Ryan also says, I want family trees myself, so that will appear at some point in the future.
Which is exactly what I told you guys at the beginning of this, is that we are not done. So
we listen to your feedback.
Yes.
For sure. Yeah.
Yes.
Woo. So exciting. Don't forget it at 1 o'clock Central Time today, or 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Podcast Time. I'll be doing a live walkthrough of creating a new Dabble project from scratch, and show how I go about setting up a Dabble project, and when I'm creating a new book, what are some things that I do to get things set up, and hopefully show off some features, and we'll be doing and I'm doing it live today because I want to get your feedback as we're going, and I want to be able to pivot based on questions or comments that you have, and to really have an interactive experience. So I hope you all will join me in and bring your questions, bring your comments. It's going to be a great time, and we'll really dig into what using Dabble 3 is all about.
Yeah. But Hank, did you see Miss Panda 94's comments? She says, I am a bit goal obsessed. Oh, and also, guys, Jacob's in the chat too. So you got the heavy hitters here that can help you. So if you guys see anything from Jacob, right, or Ryan or Madalena, those are Dabble members. So you can take their word, and they're going to be helping you out. So
Miss Panda says, I'm a bit goal obsessed. For me, the dream would be able to have daily, chapter, and overall work goals, but I'm content with what I have, and I'm busy screaming with joy. We're all screaming with joy today. Yeah. Guys, you guys all know what's been brewing in the background, but just to say that we're all excited and happy is an understatement.
Mm-hmm. And then, does the audio finally work in the app? From Dimitri Bathwater.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I was trying to pop Jacob's comment up. So this release has been a long time coming. We've worked so hard on it. The team has done an amazing job. I really hope you like it. So yeah. So Jacob's back.
So yeah.
Features. I hope you get in, create a new Dabble project, and just go through all the features. Kick the tires, as they say. Try it all out. I would encourage you to approach a new writing project in ways that you don't typically do. And that's what I did in my epic fantasy book that I talked about, in creating a new plot grid and using it in ways that I'm not necessarily comfortable using, because I'm not a hardcore plotter like some people are. But the new redesign, the look and feel, the way that the plot lines behave, and the easy way to rearrange things just really made me rethink about the way that I'm comfortable doing things. So get in there, try things, try new things. It's not better. Yeah.
And for me, since I've come on, I've been working in the beta version of Dabble. So it's been nice just to I've been started out on 3.0. So I've been a little spoiled. I shouldn't say little, I should say a lot spoiled.
Jacob says we've improved every feature. The big features are versioning, beta reader, and editor workflow. although some of the smaller features are bigger than book token.
Hey, look, I'm not going to get in trouble now because even Jacob is mentioning that we have so many things planned and coming soon. So.
Yeah, Brooke was tiptoeing around the, trying to tell people there's still more yet to come.
Okay, so it looks like character profiles. Hey, can you see if your character profiles are loading?
Let's see. Let me flip over.
Because it might be one of those things where it's still syncing. Because if you guys were at the beginning, it took a while for Hank to kind of come over. So, but yeah, if there's an issue, let us know and we will be happy to see. Okay, so TW, yours are.
I have a project that has detailed character profiles. I'm going to play my sword options. Let's see. Dorothy has character optimizing manuscript. Okay, so.
Oh, so we're getting tagged on Instagram with everybody having their Cassandra. She goes, I'm having a Dabble Writer 3.0 discovery party with my author who feeds my soul. So it's really cool. Everybody's posting and sharing about their 3.0 launch on socials. So if you guys post on social, tag us. It's so funny because Abby and I, we typically see it pretty quickly, and we always do a little happy dance when we get tagged on social. So we'd love to see what you guys are looking at. It is Abby and me responding. So just know that, but it's always see what everybody's working on and that they're excited about Dabble. So.
Yeah.
Hi, Elena.
And this is the dark lilac thing that I was talking about earlier. This is my favorite. Right
Dabble 3.
Although this project in particular is the one that I have typically set to sepia tone because it's my literary fiction and that little brain trick helps me to shift gears. But I really do love the dark lilac. It's kind of my default that I go to, and then
you and Doug.
Yeah,
I think Doug does his based upon which book he's working on, which is what you said too.
Yeah.
But it's your guys are right. It's like it gives you a feeling. It evokes emotion. It's almost you definitely get a feeling from it. So
yeah, and it's the little things that our developers have tried to make. It's not just is this a great word processor? Well, of course it is, but it's so much more than that. It's the whole. It's the writing experience that they've really tried to customize and just create a place where you want to go live, in your writing projects. It's so hard to put that in words, but when you go and just dig around and you're like, oh, this is a place that I never want to leave. NJ said, signed out and back in, and still no update. Debs, do we have any suggestions for NJ? Should NJ just continue to be patient? Is there anything that she could do?
And then also, does mobile get 3.0 because it's only showing 2.5 right now? It should be everything.
Let me check my phone. I haven't even thought about that. Let's see.
Bridget, I believe so. Yes, you can track your word count for individual projects.
I
Yeah, so
got the
3.0 is mobile. It is on live.
Yep.
Um,
I just tested that myself. I just opened up my mobile app and I got the big news. Dabble 3 is live. Oh,
so anybody who Ryan just could not see your characters before, see if they're there now. And if not, refresh. And then if they're still not there, send us a message. Awesome. And then, so Hank, I don't want to speak incorrectly. Can
yeah.
you track word count for individual projects? I thought it was yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, and Alicia's saying and individual documents. So, yeah, it really just kind of it makes it super easy. I don't want to say the wrong thing, so I'm going to lean into more of like, oh, there you go. I want to make sure that I'm leaning into like Hank and the other people, because I might make a promise and then Ryan's and Jacob are gonna be like, "What are you doing?" And then it just forces us to make more features for everybody.
Right. If you go to your goals tab here, you can set daily goals. You can set goals for that particular project, and we're going to go into that in our live stream today. But there's so much that you can set. You can get really granular with it.
Awesome.
I'm in. I love seeing all the alliances you can combine sometimes.
This is a live stream right now. But we have another one today that takes a deep dive into some of the features and goes through everything at 1:00 Central, 2:00 Eastern.
And Ryan just pointed this out. I didn't know that this was a new feature, but the timer at the bottom right, where you can have personal word sprints. If you want to set a timer and just write uninterrupted for 5 minutes or 20 minutes or 30 minutes or whatever. If that's a feature you don't use, you can just hit the down arrow and you can just hide that. It just goes away out of your interface and it doesn't take up screen real estate.
Okay, so
Nude Mountain. Everyone ignores Mountain. Well, I'm sorry.
If it makes you feel any better, our company is technically based in Mountain Time.
It is.
Because Jacob is in Mountain Time. So
yeah, and Brooke and I are in Central Time.
Yes.
But everyone standardizes on Eastern Time and then just expects the rest of the country to do the math.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So chapter names are missing, and we're still missing a couple of character profiles, but Ryan and the team are working on that right now. Oh yeah, so Idaho. Yep. Not too shabby.
Sorry, I'm monitoring comments on my phone and my computer all at the same time.
Can you guys hear my dog snoring? He is having a hard snooze at the moment. Okay.
That's so funny. What kind of dog is it, bro?
I think it's the boxer. I have two. So he is morbidly obese in the best way possible. We're working on it for his health, but he has some super snores that are blessing my ears at the moment.
Alicia says, contact support. If y'all are missing things, we can help you specifically. Everyone should have chat support now.
Mhm.
Yeah, so there may be minor things that are specific to your computer or your setup, and support can help navigate some of those
Mhm.
specific problems. Because for the vast majority of people, as you can see, all of my stuff came right in, but there may be specific things that
Mhm.
have to be adjusted for your particular setup.
Yep.
Um,
And Ash, Ryan is in Yorkshire, so he has similar time zone to you. We have team members all over the world, so pretty cool.
and I have a Yorkshire Terrier, not the same as Ryan. It's just just a fun thing to point out.
Oh, you should have totally named the dog Ryan. That would have been
But
funny.
it's a girl, so
That's a girl name.
yeah.
I do have a girl who's named Ryan.
Oh, that's fun. We named her Phoebe instead, which is very close to Ryan.
Yeah, so thing. I'm not lifting my dog up. He
Yeah,
is.
mine is not in here. I'm in my dining room right now because my granddaughter is asleep in my office at the moment. And one thing that I've learned in 30 some odd years of rearing children is you don't wake a sleeping baby. So I grabbed the
No.
laptop and I went to the dining room this morning. Yeah.
See, Hank can pick up his dog. My dog, no. There's no
Yeah.
way.
I have two dogs. Our Yorkshire Phoebe is 3 pounds, and we have a little mini poodle named Moira, and she's 8 pounds. So I can technically lift them both at the same time. Brooke has a different experience with her.
Yes, because I have a lab too. I've got a black lab. He's pretty big too.
Yeah, we're lap dog people. Apparently.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
And I got talked into the big ones. So then if you keep on refreshing, it should pop up for you.
Yeah, I'm seeing comments that character profile should be restored now.
Yep.
Good, good. Okay, my character profile's back. Yay!
Yes. And you know what? Some of the comments that we had received before the launch, and I think it's kind of cool because it shows you that, hey, we are real people. We're responding to your comments was,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see how launch goes. Yeah, we'll see. Because I think a lot of people have been burned in the past by companies who just don't do their due diligence and they don't
Right.
put in the time. But I hope you guys can see we've really spent a lot of time building up this platform. We wanted to make sure that it was going to be intuitive for you. It's going to work. First off, we're not going to just give you something that's just broken everywhere. With that said, if you do find something, our team is ready to fix it. We're not will put you in the queue and you might hear from us in 6 months. No. We're gonna dive in and we're gonna fix it for you. So ooh.
EJ says, what does it mean to archive a project? So in the past, you could delete things and they would go to, kind of this recycle bin kind of concept where it's not deleted, but it's one step away from being deleted. And archiving kind of removes it from the current work, but it's there's no fear of it being lost. So it's an organizational thing where it just kind of moves it out of sight, out of mind, but it's protected.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think Doug said archive is a place to store stuff you don't want to use right now, but don't want to. Yeah. Thank you, Doug. I was trying to come up with words live on there.
It's still early for us.
It is, Doug is Eastern time, so he's been awake longer than we have.
Yeah.
Or has he?
Let's see. I can't drag books up to add them to collections. Is that normal?
Dragging books to collections. Anybody want to comment on that? I'm trying to think. Stop using the trash as an archive. Yes, Rob. Yes. Trash is not an archive. Uh,
Alicia said no, but try refreshing.
yeah.
So Mike, to go full screen, it's the eyeball.
Yeah.
So Hank, do you kind of want to show them how to move to full screen?
So eyeball and you can turn you can immediately go to focus mode, and that takes you to full screen mode right there. And the escape key backs you out of that. Yeah.
And then the Pro Writing Aid plugin.
I'm not sure about the Pro Writing Aid plugin. I don't have. Is that the grammar and spell check? Is that what you're referring to? But all the things that you turn on and off are under the eyeball menu. The view menu.
Yeah. So the plugin for spell check and grammar. Yes. Yeah, so Doug just talked about it. It is through Pro Writing Aid.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm bouncing between screens. I'm missing comments.
It's okay. That's what I'm here for. So Shannon, try updating. If I need to come over to your house and do it for you, I will.
We'll be right over.
No, she lives, I think it's like 4 miles from me. I'm at her house quite often. So
get a pot of coffee. I'll be right there.
Oh, actually, her mom sells coffee and makes the most amazing cold brew. So, I'm not joking. And you walk in, it's got like all of the candles going. She's got like this really like nice music. It's like the most zen environment ever when you go over to her house. So.
The new overhaul of Dabble looks so pleasing. You guys have a sepia thing. My eyes can only handle sepia. Well, let me just show you the sepia. Like I said earlier, this project is so if you go under your profile here and go hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. Go to preferences, and then you can choose the theme here. So sepia, and then you have light and dark. I kind of like the dark sepia, but you kind of lose the sepia in this.
Yes,
if that's a thing. And this is my literary fiction novel that I'm working on, and this is where I was testing, making comments the other day. But this kind of gives me the literary vibes. So, and another thing. So if you choose under preferences there, you can kind of set a global theme. So every new project you open is going to use the theme that is selected there. But if you go down here at the bottom left in project settings and you go to appearance, this your theme preferences apply to all of your projects by default. Turn on the override below to give this project its own theme instead. So if I choose this, now I can say dark olive, for instance. Not a big fan of dark olive, but just say. But I'm going to choose light sepia, and then no matter what I choose in my global theme under preferences, this one will always be light sepia. So if I go out to a different project. Like this short story collection, for instance. And by the way, each project that you open in the new Dabble update, you're probably going to get this optimizing just as it kind of applies all of the new Dabble 3.0 to them. So if I set my global theme here to dark lilac, I back out of here, and then I go.
Have fun. Let us know how it goes for you.
So I set my global theme to dark lilac, and then I open my project where I had overridden those settings in the project settings. You can see that we're back to sepia. So that's just kind of to show you how you can set a global theme, but then you can override those global themes specifically for each project.
Yep.
Checking some comments on my phone here.
Shannon, you might need to log out and log back in if it's not automatically showing for you. And were you ever playing with the beta link that I sent you?
What's that, Brooke?
Shannon app says it's not loading for her.
Okay, gotcha. I was reading something on my phone and I was like, was Brooke talking to me?
No.
Sorry.
So Marley, we even have the ability. So if you have color blindness, we do have settings because there's somebody that I may or may not be on this call with that might suffer from color blindness. There's color blindness settings so it's really to help with anybody who might be having issues with like brain or different things like that. Awesome. Yeah. Good morning.
What are you guys thinking so far? You know, the new coat of paint is exciting, but you know, I guarantee when you get in and start actually using some of these new features, you're going to be bowled over by just the level of detail that our developers have really put into everything.
It should port over.
Yeah, Doug someone said you no longer have to go to the beta URL, just app.dabblewriter.com is the URL that you should see.
Why are there white bars left and right? I'm not seeing the white bars.
Are you talking about the border, like on the far left and far right? Is that what you're referring to?
Oh, on the desktop app.
I'm not sure. White bars on the desktop app.
Oh. Brian's messaged me privately. Windows using those parts. Okay, so anybody who sees the white bars, are you on Windows? Yeah, so Alicia answered. On it, and we should have an update soon. So, yep.
And like Alicia said earlier, if you notice any little gremlins or things that are just not um, doing what you think that they should do, um, send it in the support chat. And let us know. It could be something specific to your setup. Um, could be something that needs to be brought to Rev's attention.
Awesome. And then also, Ryan is adding a live chat to Dabble. It should be live within the next 5 minutes, to where you guys can send us screenshots. And then our devs will be able to just talk with you and get get any issues that pop up resolved. So,
Nice.
yeah. So the white bars, they're saying that should be fixed. They are aware, but yeah, you can definitely see them. I think before it wasn't that big of a deal because a lot of it was white.
Right.
So yes, we will be working on that.
Whoops.
Yeah, Shannon, it could be. I just saw your text. Douglas.
You know what? That deserves a screen share there.
Yes. I know he kind of does that. When I attended his workshop in Academy, he's like, I don't want to sound like I'm doing a shameless plug, but shameless plug 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right. I don't want it to sound like a shameless plug, but shameless plug. So, Brooke, you're writing your first novel now, right? You and Abby actually have a show that you're doing, First Novel Problems.
Yes.
Is there anything about this first novel that you would like to share with the class? Like, what are you writing about, and how's it going?
So it's so funny because, and I think this has been, from the feedback we've gotten, the one thing that a lot of people have been able to connect with was we started with um historical romantic fiction, or romantic historical fiction. That's what it started with. Now it has gone all the way to contemporary women's fiction, which it's like it's kind of gone through the process. But I think it's because we're going through like the planning process. I am not a pantser. I know what
Yep.
pantser means now. I know what pantser means now. But it helps you really plan because you have an idea. I think a lot of people know what the story is that they want to write. But how do you do it in a way that is marketable? First off,
Right.
like if you are no, that is if you want to eventually sell it. If you're writing this for yourself, then you can do absolutely whatever you want to. So that has helped. And it also just kind of helps to like outline things, because I have always found that if you do the outlining, you do the plotting, like when I was writing for school and doing like that kind of stuff, or technical writing and stuff for work, uh outlining always helps me and be successful. Now, what is funny, and we did not do this on purpose, and I'm going to be giving away our next video because Abby and I recorded a couple before she left. I cannot believe I am an onion like you and Abby.
Well,
So it's been really great. I have 600 words written because I did word sprints last week for Doug since he was cottaging. So it's been an interesting cottaging. Sorry, I said it wrong. Cottaging. You're not the only one. That are looking for something, and it is a conversation that we've been having.
Nice. To give the viewers just kind of a very brief overview, I have, and I got this from my friend Steve Bowyer. He's the first one who described what I was doing and helped me to kind of put a name to it. He talks about onioning a scene where you kind of write through what you know about the scene in the beginning. Just kind of high level stuff, kind of scaffold it out. And then you go back to the top and you add layers on that scaffolding. Put muscle and sinew onto the skeleton. And then you go back to the top and you go over it again and you add details to it. And then whereas that first layer of the onion might have been 250 words, by the time you're done, kind of going over it a couple times and adding depth and adding layers and all of that, you might have a 2,000, 2,500 word, scene that's fully fleshed out. You've read over it a couple of times. You kind of edited as you go. So, you could think of it as you're kind of doing a kind of writing as you outline. You could think of it that way. You could think of it as making a second, third draft as you go. Not that when you finish, you don't need to go back over and kind of look at the whole scope of your project. But you will correct a whole lot of things as you write along. And that's kind of my preferred method. And I love that has resonated as well.
Yeah, it was funny because Abby we prep ahead of time, but only for things that I need to think about. So she always wants to see kind of how I lean in, and there's things that she does want to get my perspective on. And she goes, I think I know where you're gonna land, which was this one. She thought I was gonna do like the inside outline. Yeah. And I went with the onioning. So
love it.
For my outline.
And the fun thing is, I use a derivative of the inside outline in my editing process. Like I talked earlier about the way that I use the plot grid. Most of the time is to kind of do an inside outline. So you can take multiple methods that resonate with you and find a way to use them all. You don't have to be, and this is one of the dangers of the whole plotter versus pantser argument, is that the argument wants to put each of us in one of two camps, and people just aren't that way. Very few things in life are black and white. There are some things, but very few things, and writing is just not one of those things. We don't have to be all one thing or all another. You can, and I like the analogy of the writer toolkit. I talk about it all the time. Is that each thing that you learn gives you a new tool for your toolkit? Because, like we said earlier, when you only have a hammer, everything's a nail, and you can carry more tools than just a hammer in your toolbox.
Right. Yep.
And I popped this comment up from Doug, and I meant to highlight it earlier. Doug said, I'd love to see people showing off their plot grids, theme choices, and favorite features in Dabble Campus. Absolutely. Go over to Dabble Campus, post a screenshot, and tell us what you're loving about it. Show us how you're setting up your project.
Yep. But we would love it also if you post it on your social, if you're inclined to post it on your socials, tag us. We'd love to see it as well. We're on most platforms, just tag us, and then we'd love to see it there too. And so you can show everybody your writing love. So
Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, those places are ideal for sure.
Yep.
If you have a blog that you're writing, write a blog about your favorite new features, and then send us the link to it.
Yeah.
I'd love to see it.
All right, Hank. Well, we've been live for an hour. Do we want to let everybody go and have some fun? Also, we will have a live chat available in Dabble in just a minute. So if you do have any issues, you can chat with us immediately. So Doug was able to get the new version working on his phone. Hank was able to get it on his phone. So that should be yeah.
And
Kingfisher, we are going to be going live at 2:00 Eastern Central and noon Mountain, just so to appease everybody.
And 11 a.m. Pacific.
Yep, 11 a.m. Pacific, to walk through a ton of the new features. Hank will be there to kind of walk you through. This is more for launch and just making sure everybody got their stuff up and going. But yeah, so we will have that live later today.
Yeah. So. Bring your questions, comments. I'm going to show you how to set up a new project, but yeah, I'm doing it this way specifically so that we can pivot and we can talk about what you want to talk about.
So Hank,
no pressure.
Hank, it's official. I just got a text from Abby.
Did you?
Yeah.
I've not gotten a text from Abby. I'm kind of mad.
She said it's because you're an Android user, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if we can be friends anymore, but since she's on a cruise, she can text me because it's like the iChat.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's like, "How's everything going?" So.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to sign off. Thanks for joining us for launch morning. And we'll see you at 2 Eastern Standard Podcast time.
Doug, whatever, Doug.
I'm just not even going to get into that debate right now. I have reasons, and I stand with Doug right now.
I'm just totally just giving you guys a hard time. So, all right. Have a good rest of your day, guys, and we will talk soon.
Yeah.
So.